listening to Camp Randall. It is a chilly and brisk but sunny day here, and we're getting set for our Division II championship game between the Brookfield East Spartans and the Waunakee Warriors. But we just wrapped up Division III between the Menasha Blue Jays and the DeForest Norskies, and that was quite the game, really down to the wire. We've got WFCA Hall of Fame coach Al Minute here with me. What did you think of that Division III game?
It was an awesome game. Two great defenses, battled it out. Menasha controlled most of the game through field position, and but then at the end of the day, DeForest made one more play than Menasha down to the final minute, and just a great high school football game.
And hoping for another exciting game in our D2 matchup between the Warriors and Brookfield East. What are you looking forward to in that game?
Well, it's interesting. Both these teams have really kind of found a way to get here. You know, Waunakee in particular has kind of used smoke and mirrors. Coach Rice has done a fantastic job. They've lost their starting quarterback, leading rusher, leading passer, but they found a way to get to Camp Randall again. And Brookfield East has avenged both of their losses to get here. So both these teams are feel super fortunate to be here, but super excited to get the gold ball.
Absolutely, Al. We're going to send it upstairs to our game announcers. We've got Jay Wilson and Bill Brophy. Hey, guys.
Hi, Piper. Thanks very much. To expand on Alan's point, when the Division II bracket came out, everybody kind of looked at it and said, boy, this is wide open. It could be anybody's deal. Well, here's Waunakee at 12-1 and Brookfield East at 11-2. They're the survivors. They'll play for the title.
Yeah, Brook East actually came in third in the Greater Metro Conference, but they found a way to play their best football at the right time of the year. Defensively, in particular, they've only given up 24 points in 4 playoff games. Donovan Hunt's a heck of a running back. We'll talk about him in a minute. And Waunakee seems like they're always there, don't they? Yeah. Pat Rice, one of the best coaches in the state. Jeb Fry on the right there, one of his linebackers for an injury-riddled roster. We're going to get our medical degrees after talking about all the woes Waunakee have had with their injuries this year. And Hunt's the guy who's like Sam Santiago Lloyd, who won a title for Brookfield East a few years back for Coach Ben Farley. This should be an interesting matchup. It's been unpredictable in D2 all year. Should be again today.
Will the Waunakee defense be able to slow down Donovan Hunt? And again, a little more about Waunakee with those injuries. I mean, they've had so many different faces in different places. I mean, it's, as you say, their strong tradition maybe carried them through to some degree.
Well, Caden Nelson's been their regular quarterback. He won't start today. Apparently, he's got a leg problem. So you'll see Quentin Keene as the quarterback. He's just a sophomore. The running backs have been hurt all year. They're without a couple of key guys on defense. Yet they find a way to win, and they'll get out Brookfield East this afternoon.
All right, let's get to it. The Division II championship. It's the Brookfield East Spartans against the Waunakee Warriors. We'll have the opening kick and the Division II championship in a moment on Fox Sports Wisconsin.
Welcome back to Camp Randall for our Division II title game. The Brookfield East Spartans have a tall order against the Warriors here today, and head coach Ben Farley knows it. But he says they've let that motivate them to play clean and play sharp today. He says they feel like, yeah, they are the underdog in this game, but they felt like the underdog all season long, all throughout the playoffs, and they've persevered through all of those games to be here. And he says that's a testament to his team, and he sees no reason that they can't do it here again today. And on the other side of the field, the Warriors, they are experienced in state title games. This is not their first rodeo, but it's been a challenging season for them as well up to this point. Like we said earlier, a little bit of smoke and mirrors for them, so it should be a good matchup, guys.
Indeed it should, Piper. Pat Rice, 28th season at Waunakee, 6 state championships, 3 times runners-up. And the Warriors won the toss and deferred to the second half, so Aiden Driscoll will kick it off. And Brookfield East will look into that bright sun and come back on the return. This is number 25 for Brookfield East. That's Simon Lupton with the return, and he gets the Spartans out in good shape.
Lupton on the return.
Penalty marker down.
It's returned by the sophomore Lupton, so let's check the flag.
Great tackle.
And it'll send the Spartans back. John Doden of Appleton is our referee for our Division II state championship game.
Yeah, leads Brookfield East. Decent numbers on the year, but this is a team that basically runs the ball.
10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
takes a moment in the sun away from the stripes. He tells you about the block in the back. He'll tell you more about McGrath. He just got offered to go to Moorhead, Minnesota to play college football last week. On the year, he's thrown for 921 yards. He's rushed for 869. He'll hand it off to Donovan Hunt a lot today, though.
Hunt, 24, 6'1", 185-pound senior. He'll get the first carry. And he's hit by Joe Hauser and falls forward to the 15.
Their attack's based around that guy. They've rushed for 2,900 yards this year. They've passed for just a little over 1,000. But Hunt's a good one.
A rare combination of speed and power, says head coach Ben Farley. One of the fastest guys in the state of Wisconsin, track guy.
Hunt's a senior, 6'1", 185.
This time McGath, the quarterback, keeps it, and he finds his way past the 20, and it's a Brookfield East first down. McGath, a 4-year starter. His freshman year, he was a wide receiver. Also starter as a freshman as a guard on the basketball team. Has great basketball IQ as well as his football intelligence.
McGath, a good-sized kid at 6'3", 215.
First and 10, Brookfield East, 22-yard line. Here's Hunt. Look at him dodge defenders. Now trying to get out in the open. Hunt with a stiff arm. Now he stops. Now he falls forward. What a run by Donovan Hunt.
You can see why he's so dangerous. Shifty, elusive, and pretty quick.
Takes it into Waunakee.
Donovan Hunt with the first big play of the game.
Gets it through a nice hole on the left side, and then he does the rest by himself here at the tail end of the run.
Whoop, puts on the brakes. Look at all the white shirts go by. All the way down to the 44-yard line of Waunakee. Now here's McGath keeping it. Turning it upfield. McGath in the open. 20, 10. Touchdown, Brookfield East. 44 yards for Sam McGath.
1-2 punch of McGath and Hunt show why Brookfield East is here. Impressive drive in the first minute 35. The Spartans take the early lead on the long run by the quarterback and the keeper. Sam McGath running all the way, and nobody touches him.
Nobody touched him. Look at that hole. Fry tried to chase him down, but McGath was going to win that race. 6-0 Brookfield East. Spartans will now shift back into the extra point form. Joey Pronzinski is their kicker. He'll also be their punter.
He's 45 of 47 on extra points this year.
That's a pretty good stat. And add one more to that. 7-0 Brookfield East. 10:25 left first quarter. It took a minute 35 for Brookfield East to march it down the field. Sam McGath finished with a touchdown run.
There's a timeout in the field.
Oh, there's a happy group of folks. Boy, Brookfield East got a couple of big chunk plays. A 34-yard run by Donovan Hunt. A 44-yard touchdown run by Sam McGath.
They are the 1-2 punch for Brookfield East. You saw them on display on the first drive of the game. You can see it took a minute 35 for them to go 90 yards quickly.
Isaac Schaff and Joe Hauser are the deep receivers for Waunakee.
Isaac Schaff and Joe Hauser, the deep receivers for Waunakee, to get the kick from Joey Pronzinski. There's Schaff. Hauser's right next to him. Hauser had a big interception return for a touchdown in the Waunakee semifinal win over Waukesha West last week. He has explosive play capabilities. Zinski boots this one. It'll be Schaff at about the 4. Right up the middle goes Schaff, and look at him go! One man to beat, and he's taken down from behind. But what a run back. Dawson Hayden saved a touchdown for Brookfield East, but Isaac Schaff gets the Warriors going.
He's the only person that touched Schaff. They opened a big hole for him, and Schaff showed his speed. forcing Hayden to save the touchdown on the Brookfield East side of the 50. Nice run by Schaaf. Quentin Keene is the backup quarterback for Waunakee, but he gets the call in the state title game because Caden Nelson, the normal starter, has a leg problem. So Keene, who played in the semifinal last week, gets the nod here in the state title game as well.
Schaaf returns it for 49 yards, and Waunakee starts in plus territory. And did that ball come loose? Cole Mobley, the ball carrier. Nope, he held on to it, got to the 45.
We saw Keene's stats. He took his first extended snaps of the year in a playoff game versus Milton, and then got his first start last week, a 34-15 win over Waukesha West.
Second down for the Warriors. First throw is a completion. That's Andrew Keller who's coming on from his tight end position. Keller with the reception.
Keller is the top receiver on this club with now 31 catches after getting this one. Picking up the first down.
Now here's Keene throwing again. This one's complete to Jordan Winch. Breaks one tackle, but not the second. Well, he got out of that second tackle for a moment as Sam McGath met him at the point of attack. And Winch still spun forward to add a yard or two.
Jordan Winch, the favorite of the quarterback tandem of Caden Nelson and Quentin Keene. That's his 34th catch.
Keene throwing again. Taken down almost immediately as Caden Lewis. Nick Plemer made the tackle for the Spartans.
They were one of 4 captains for Brookfield East since this play was coming, and makes a nice tackle.
No gain on that completion, so 3rd and 8.
Waunakee likes to spread the field and go up tempo.
Keene. Good throw and a wide open receiver is Mobley out of the backfield. 10, 5, touchdown Waunakee. 32 yards. That's an answer.
Brookfield East goes 90 yards in a minute 35. The answer came quickly. Keene, the backup quarterback, to Mobley, who's emerged as the top running back after Alex Morgan got hurt. So 2 guys off the bench have been vital guys down the stretch, and they pull Waunakee within 1 with a quick touchdown.
Aiden Driscoll extra point attempt. 5 plays, 47 yards, and a minute 40 for Waunakee. And Driscoll's extra point ties it at 7. Well, our early games of the state championships this week have been defensive struggles, but maybe not this one. We're not even halfway through the first quarter. It's 7-7. A little more happiness in the Waunakee cheering section. The key, as they call it. Quentin Keene hits Cole Mobley with a 32-yard touchdown pass. Let's go down to our coach's corner. Hall of Famer Alan Minner.
Yeah, you're going to see a jet sweep coming across. Here is the touchdown catcher. He's the 3rd receiver. The number 1 receiver is going to come to the post. So he fakes the sweep. You're going to see this action, and the back's going to run a wheel route. So it's the new number 2 receiver. So great play design. They are obviously caught Brookfield in a man coverage situation, didn't pick up the back out of the backfield after the jet motion.
Now, we watched a lot of, I guess, old school football yesterday in the smaller schools. This is modern day football. They like to run the spread. And,
yes.
And Pat Rice's brother is the guy who makes the plays go.
Yeah, no question. It's a lot of influence from the college game on both these offenses.
Well, that kick into the sun, and Lupton fumbled it, and he fumbled it out of bounds. That's a tough sun right there. Lupton had it bounce off his hands originally and then out of play. And Brookfield East will start at about their own 10-yard line.
Special teams play set up the scoring drive for Waunakee. Here the sun's a factor, bounces off his shoulder, but give Joe Hauser credit. He pressures him too and forces the muff that goes out of bounds. So Brookfield East starts deep in their own territory.
Hey, how about the poise of Waunakee's sophomore quarterback Quentin Keene? 4 of 4 for 45 yards and a touchdown on that first drive. Now here's the senior Sam McGath. He hands to Donovan Hunt. Oh, he's going to be a handful all day long. Brookfield East wants a late hit, but I think it's going to be okay. But a good gain for Hunt, a first down carry.
Mentioned Pat Rice's brother. That's Andy Rice, is the offensive coordinator who makes most of the play calls. And this one, that the offensive coordinators on both teams could be a factor in this one. The way it started out, another nice run by Hunt.
That's for 16 for Donovan Hunt. Out to the 26-yard line for the Spartans of Brookfield East. Hunt again. Tries to bounce it, now cuts back, and that's well played by the Waunakee defenders.
Talk about some of the injuries on offense Waunakee sustained. They lost Lawson Ludwig, one of their safeties last week. He had hand surgery, so he's obviously out in this game.
We did a couple of Waunakee games locally here outside of Madison this year. And every time the Waunakee football team sent us a depth chart, it looked different. Different again today. Hunt kind of tries to hide behind the defense, but then Joe Hauser leads the tacklers. Waunakee says the ball came loose. I don't know if the officials are buying it. Nope, they're saying it's down at about the 28.
Let's take a look, but I think they got this right. Hauser among a swarm of white shirts that go to the ball.
Connor Loy, number 3 linebacker, also there. Ball came out, but I think he was down.
Yep. We do have replay available for the first time this year. We'll talk about it more later. We've seen it reverse some calls in this tournament already.
Here's 3rd and 8. They'll pitch it to Hunt. Let him try and make the first down. Good block there. And he's right at that first down marker at the 36. Joe Hauser, another tackle. We're going to be seeing that all day.
We've been seeing Joe Hauser for 4 years. He started his high school career at Sun Prairie, pitched as a freshman in the state tournament, transferred to Waunakee last year. He's going to Arizona State on a baseball scholarship, and he missed 4 football games. He had ulnar nerve surgery in his elbow. Again, he knows baseball is his future, but he came back from that elbow surgery a month ago to play in the playoffs. It is a first down for Brookfield East.
So Hunt off to a productive start. He's already broken off a 34-yard run. That's another first down carry. He's up to 65 yards in the day. Here's McGath. Good throw. Boy, that's dropped. Brady Wellman. That'll go in and out of his hands.
Gas pass intended for Wellman.
2nd and 10.
Nice ball by McGath. Receiver will tell you he should have caught it. 2nd and 10.
Wellman has 9 receptions on the year, but an average per catch of 22 yards a catch. Rushing totals for Brookfield East. Hunt has 6 for 65. McGath 2 for 51. That's 116 right there. Pitch to Hunt. Great hesitation move. Sheds a tackler. Hunt's going into the secondary. Hunt to the 40. Can he keep his balance? Not quite, but well, another spectacular run by Donovan Hunt.
Well, he made 3 guys miss on that run, and like you said, just couldn't tiptoe down the sidelines. It's going to provide a lot of highlights for our halftime package.
Watch number 10, the quarterback, help out.
McGath with a nice block. Hunt mad at himself for not being able to stay in bounds. Jacob May pushed him out.
Brookfield East keeps moving the football down to the 29 of Waunakee. Hunt's at 100 yards already. McGath throwing, complete. That time Wellman secured it. They'll say keep the clock running as Wellman gets to the 24.
May pushes him out. Those guys don't seem to mind that it's 30-some degrees.
Life's
party in Brookfield.
Life's all about making choices, bro. Some are good, some aren't as good.
From the 24.
2nd and 5, 24-yard line. Hunt. Guess who? Number 9, Joe Hauser. Got some help from Max Ramish. The interior line of Waunakee.
Gain of 3 on the carry.
3 more yards for Donovan Hunt.
Brookfield East got here by beating Superior 34-8 last week at the semis. You can see Hunt's days so far.
That's good. Hauser's got 5 tackles already for Waunakee. 3rd down, Brookfield East. McGath throws. Incomplete. David Keno defending against Dawson Hayden.
Hayden gets up a little gimpy. McGath rolls, throws on the run, a little behind the receiver, and Waunakee defender David Keno broke it up.
4 down territory here with 5:19 left in the first quarter. 4th and 2 it is for Brookfield East. Looks like they're trying to draw them off. They can't, so Brookfield East takes time out. Good job by the Waunakee defenders to keep their positions. Not bite on the hard count from McGath.
Brzezinski is their field goal kicker. It would be a pretty long field goal for a high school kid. See if Farley decides to go that route or decides to dial up a play on 4th and 2. Ben's in his 4th year. He's a coach when they won in 2016 here.
Brookfield East, 2nd trip to the state finals, a memorable state championship win in 2016. They beat Monona Grove 42-36. You mentioned Sam Santiago Lloyd, their big bowling ball running back. He rushed for 197 yards and what still is a state record in this division, 5 touchdowns that day. Pat Rice giving final instructions to Joe Hauser as Waunakee's defense tries to bow up on this 4th and 2 for Brookfield East. And boy, that's right where they needed to get at the 19.
You can see the red shirts think he got it. Fellas and Stripes haven't confirmed that.
That was Hunt. Jeb Fry made the tackle. Let's see if it prevented Hunt from getting the first down. We're going to have a measurement. Waunakee's in their 10th trip to the state finals, their 2nd trip to the finals in the last 3 seasons. As we said, 6 state championships. They won 3 straight Division II titles from 2009 to 2011. Division III titles in 1999 and 2002. And just a couple years ago, beat Brookfield Central for another title. First down, Brookfield East.
The 4th down gamble pays off by that gentleman.
Ben Farley said they were familiar with Waunakee when they beat Brookfield Central in that state championship game a couple of years ago. They're crosstown rivals in Brookfield Central. That perhaps motivated the Spartans to return here. And now they're facing Waunakee. 1st and 10, 19-yard line. There's McGath. Jeb Fry grabbed him around the waist, then it slid down to the ankles, and the Brookfield East quarterback didn't get much.
Now, Fry made the initial hit. He's an all-state linebacker, and he had plenty of help from his defensive mates to bring down the quarterback.
2nd and 9.
They'll give him a yard for 2nd and 9. Brookfield East's offense averages only 28.4 points per game this season, but they already have 7 on the board, and they're at the Waunakee 19 here, still in the first quarter. Here comes the blitz. McGath gets rid of it and completes it to Wellman. Wellman's asking for a contact to the head or a face mask or something.
I think he wants a horse collar. Isaac Schaff treated him rudely anyway after the completion.
11-yard gain to the 7. That's Brookfield East's 7th first down already.
Well, you're right. He wanted a face mask, but none was forthcoming after the first down catch.
Here comes the run, and there is Hunt into the end zone. Touchdown, Brookfield East. Donovan Hunt for a 7-yard score.
Doesn't matter what the stats say. Brookfield East goes up and down the field in their 2 possessions, and they regain the lead. And after seeing defensive struggles, at least you and I have seen defensive struggles in 3 of the first 5 games, this offensive bonanza is something new to us.
13 plays, 90 yards. Yeah, we don't quite know what to do here. Pronzinski with another extra point attempt. He was successful on his first. It's a 7-yard touchdown run for Donovan Hunt. He's putting a big day together. Pronzinski got hit after the kick.
I don't see a flag, though.
Okay, here's the touchdown play for Hunt. This capped off a second scoring drive, and both of those scoring drives went 90 yards.
First one took 1:35. This one a little longer, 4.5 minutes, but it's put Brookfield East in front by 7 with 4:03 left in the quarter.
Have a day, Donovan Hunt. 10 carries, 112 yards, and a touchdown. That's an 11.2 average per carry.
He's been impressive at the early going. Waunakee answered last time. Let's see if they can do so again. It only took them 5 plays to answer the last time they got the ball.
Of course, in the game before this one, Waunakee's Badger North Conference friend and foe, DeForest, won the Division III title, getting a 2-point conversion in the final seconds to win 8-7 over Menasha.
DeForest handed Waunakee their only loss of the season, 35-13 in the regular season finale.
As Wolf mentioned, the strong Greater Metro Conference. Brookfield East 3rd place behind Brookfield Central and Menominee Falls, the co-champions. So both of these teams have had a tough road to get here, but here they are playing for the Division II state championship. Pronzinski. There's going to be a little pooch kick. Oh boy, look at that. Well designed. And did he get it in bounds? He did.
A little trickeration from Ben Farley as he surprises Waunakee with the pooch kick.
Michael Poker caught it in stride.
Nobody over there, well executed. And again, there's no white shirts around. Nice play, and he stays in bounds, so that's a legal play. Brookfield East is in business at the 39.
I don't think that sun was helping Michael Poker either, but boy, he short-hopped it like a baseball shortstop and made the play. How about that?
Brookfield East picks up a possession here, and the way they move the ball, that could be a big play in the game. So Waunakee won't get a chance to answer quite yet.
4 minutes left first quarter. Brookfield East with a quick turnaround and a short field at the 38, make it 39-yard line. Now a flea flicker. McGath's going deep, and Hauser intercepted it. He was looking for Brady Wellman. The ball hung a little bit, and Hauser makes another big defensive play.
So Ben Farley surprises Pat Rice with the onside kick. He tries to go for the downs in the first play after the trick play with this flea flicker. And Hauser makes as smart a play as was athletic. So he didn't fall for the flea flicker, instead stayed with the receiver and made the pick right there at the 5. Let's see where they mark it. Big play by Hauser to snuff out Brookfield East, going for a early knockout punch.
They are marking it at the Waunakee 5-yard line, and now play is going to be stopped. They're pointing back toward the other end zone. I don't know if something's on the field or what, but everyone's looking toward the end zone.
I think the tee is still on the field from the few plays back, more than a few plays back.
So they had to run out to the 40 and get the kicking tee off the field, of all things.
Brookfield East was so excited after getting the onside kick, they forgot to take the tee off the field.
Now Waunakee tries to get out of the shadow of their own end zone.
Mobley, the ball carrier.
Cole Mobley gets the first carry and doesn't get a whole lot.
No gain on the play. Brings up second.
Mobley's emerged as the top running back for Waunakee. Alex Morgan had a big first game against Monona Grove to start the year. Then he got hurt. Came back and hurt his shoulder again. It's Mobley's emerged as the top running back.
Keene gets it to Hayden Blang, and Sam McGath, the quarterback, makes the play on defense. Third down, Waunakee.
Lang's another one of the walking wounded. He didn't play in the regular season because of a bad knee. He's returned to the playoffs and gives him another weapon on offense.
That pass play gained 3, but now it's 3rd and 7 back at the Waunakee 8-yard line. Let's see what Quentin Keene and the Waunakee offense has in store here. Steps in, throws, complete, but short of the first down. Randy Wojtacek. Randy Wojtacek made the reception. He's about 1.5 yards short. 4th down and 1, Waunakee. Their offense is staying on the field. Now, well, shotgun formation. Jeb Fry is listed as their punter. Can't imagine they'd go for it, would you?
It would be a gutsy decision.
Pat Rice will take a timeout.
Actually, they pointed toward Brookfield.
Oh, Pat Rice was signaling timeout.
Yeah, the referee, I think, made a mistake. The one fellow pointed toward Brookfield. We'll double check that. But
Pat Rice has had only one losing season at Waunakee in 28 seasons. He was 3-5 his first year as head coach in 1992. He's had more than one loss in a season only twice in the last 16. Of course, his dad, Bill Rice, longtime Hall of Fame coach at McFarland. Pat played for Bill at McFarland. Pat Rice, only the 3rd head coach in Waunakee since 1953. Hall of Famer Dick Trotta. He had a 43-game winning streak in his 12 years at Waunakee. Then Gail Quinn took over in 1965, had over 200 wins. Quinn then hired Pat Rice as an assistant coach in 1998. Pat Rice inducted into the WFCA Hall of Fame in 2014. What a run for the Waunakee head coach.
And they have corrected that, even though the referee pointed the wrong way. Waunakee took the timeout, and the punter is now on the field.
Yes, Jeb Fry, the All-State defensive player. Fry averages 36.9 yards per kick this year. Boots this one end over end. Good roll and a good catch and a short return by Brookfield East. That was Hayden Doyle on the grab. So the Spartans defense holds and sets up their offense again in Waunakee territory at the 47.
Yeah, again, they have a short field facing, and the turnover stopped their quest the last series. But lots of big plays in the first quarter here in this D2 final.
See the sunshine glistening off those shiny helmets for both teams. Still isn't real warm, just in the low 30s, but better than it could be. Second straight time Brookfield East is starting in Waunakee territory. Here's Hunt. Got by Fry and keeps the legs churning and makes something out of that play that looked like it might have been a loss.
That's at the second level, and boy, he's an exciting back every time he touches the ball.
Hunt had a 201-yard game against Menominee Falls in level 3. Against Arrowhead earlier in the year, he ran for 210 and had a game-winning interception. Hunt again. Boy, you got to finish if you're tackling for Waunakee. That time they do. Hauser gets out of the pile last. Fry was in the area. 3rd and 1, Brookfield East.
Yeah, Keno tried to arm tackle. That's not going to work.
Clock runs to 1:10 in the first quarter. Sam McGath, a 44-yard touchdown run. Then Waunakee answered. Quentin Keene to Cole Mobley for 32. And then Donovan Hunt for Brookfield East gave them the lead back with a 7-yard touchdown run. Here's Hunt. And he is driven back. There was an initial hit, and then Connor Loy drove the Brookfield East back even further.
Goyachek, I think, led the charge along with Connor Loy. He's short of the first down. So 4th and 1, you have to assume Ben Farley, you'll go for it here. Well, let's see. We're sending in a lot of new personnel.
6, Prondzinski is the Brookfield East punter. But yeah, this doesn't look like he's going to punt it. At least not right now. They're up at the line. Let's see. Nope, they're going to try and do it. Oh, they hand it off. I don't think he got it.
I think he fumbled. I think the snap never got to the quarterback.
Connor Loy comes away with the football.
Yeah. So there was great execution on the 4th down play. And Loy recovers the fumble, so Brookfield turns it over on downs. Well, on the turnover, technically.
So the Waunakee defense does its job. Here's another look at that last play. Boy, that's a mess in there, isn't it?
The ball's loose, and Loy comes up with it.
Michael Poker was actually in the quarterback position. I wonder if one of the offensive linemen might have bumped the ball out of his hands. Anyway, it's a Waunakee recovery, 1st and 10 at their own 39. Mobley bounces outside, turns it upfield.
Penalty flag flies late.
Nate O'Connell, linebacker, made the tackle for Brookfield East, driving Mobley out of bounds. But again, let's check out that penalty. It's Waunakee.
Yeah, he tells us it's holding.
Holding. Offense.
75.
10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Remains first down.
That's Forrest Anderson, 2-time all-league offensive lineman.
So 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So it turns into a 1st and 19 now from the 30 with just 5 seconds left in the quarter. And there's a discussion on the field. Brookfield East trying to get another substitution in there, and they allow it. Jackson Reichel hustles in. Now we're ready to go. Probably the final play of the first quarter. Keene with a great ball fake, and he's going to run it. And he's got plenty of room. He's got one man to beat. And he turns back to McGath, who makes the tackle. But how about that run by sophomore quarterback Quentin Keene to end the first quarter?
Keene 6'1", 190. He shows he's got pretty good wheels.
The end of the first quarter.
Boy, he darn near broke it. 40-yard gain for Quentin Keene. And Waunakee is set up in Brookfield East territory when we start the second quarter. Well, an injury to junior quarterback Caden Nelson has opened the door for sophomore quarterback Quentin Keene, and he is making the most of it. Has Waunakee on the move here as we start the second quarter. Here's Mobley busting loose, and he gets a first down run inside the 20.
Offense has been the story of this one. The two teams now have collectively got about 290 some yards in total offense. 188 for Brookfield East. Waunakee now over 100.
Mobley got 14 on the last carry. Not quite as many this time, only a yard down to the 15.
That brings up 2nd and 9 from the 15.
So not combined, they've both had 300 total yards in the first 12 and a half minutes of this game.
Mobley will sit this play out. Keene sets up a little screen to Alec Morgan. So good to see number 2 back in the Waunakee lineup. He's been battling some injury problems all season long, but when he's in there, he is productive. He rushed for 539 yards and 12 touchdowns this year despite those injuries. Ball down to the 11, 3rd and 5, Waunakee. Looking to get things back to even in the Division II championship. Morgan gobbled up in the backfield. Harrison Keeler.
Harrison Keeler makes the tackle. And a loss.
Play by Keeler here to blow this thing up. Didn't let Morgan get to the line of scrimmage.
Loss of 1, so it sets up a field goal attempt. Aiden Driscoll will boot this one from the 17, so a 27-yard field goal attempt for Driscoll.
Driscoll 2 of 4 on field goals this year.
And that one is right through. So Waunakee gets points. 27-yard field goal for Aiden Driscoll.
10 minutes, 14 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. It's now
so 14-10.
And Waunakee
with 10:14 left. So Waunakee answers with 3 points, and Brookfield leads by 4. Aiden Driscoll just hit a 27-yard field goal for Waunakee to bring the Warriors to 14-10. They still trail Brookfield East. It's getting a little chilly if you're on the shady side of Camp Randall Stadium, but boy, when you're young, it doesn't matter. You're having fun watching your team play at State.
Weather not as big a factor today as it was yesterday when it was rainy earlier, windier all day. Today it is sunny. It's cool to be sure, but no wind is a factor.
That's how they Waunakee went 7 plays, 49 yards on that field goal scoring play. That was a quick look at Nick Pleamer, part of the return team for Brookfield East. Driscoll will kick this one away with 10:14 left, second quarter. Good boot back to the 5-yard line. This is Lupton. And Lupton, it's a good strong run close to the 40. Remember, he had trouble with the sun fielding his last kickoff, but the sun was at his back here, and that sure seemed to make a difference. 38-yard line is where they spot it.
Waunakee has only stopped Brookfield East once in 3 possessions. That was on a Hauser interception. See how they fare here on the first possession of the second quarter for the Spartans.
So McGath wisely hands off to Hunt. Tried to make a move, but then ran into a wall of Waunakee tacklers right at the 41-yard line. So it'll be a gain of 3 for Donovan Hunt. That's when the fans see their pictures on the big screen in the north end of the end zone here at Camp Randall. Then they identify the camera, and then they realize they can look right at the camera. So it's a real process here. 2nd and 7. Clock running under 9.5 left, second quarter. McGath, straight running play for the Brookfield East quarterback.
Sam McGath on the keeper. Jeb Fry on the stop.
Jeb Fry tackles for Waunakee. Max Ramish also there. There you see the defensive huddle for Brookfield East.
They're a veteran team, 18 seniors. And not surprisingly, Coach Farley in his 7th year has credited the seniors for stepping up and providing leadership.
McGath, the Brookfield East quarterback, 4 carries, 56 yards. Here he's looking to throw on 3rd down, does, and it's complete. Well done there. The completion goes to Nick Pleamer. First down, Brookfield East.
McGath's kind of sidearms this one. Don't know if they'll show that tape at the quarterback school next summer, but it was effective.
Out to the 46-yard line, 1st and 10. Waunakee territory. Here's Hunt. Look out. He will get tripped up. Did he fall forward? End zone. Down at the 2. Boy, another touchdown saving play by Joe Hauser, but boy, is it fun to watch Donovan Hunt run with the football.
Well, they caught Waunakee in a blitz here, And once Hunt breaks it to the outside, it's a race to the end zone. Hauser gets him, but does he get in before he's down? The officials say yes as the ball crossed the plane. I think we'll review this. Well, maybe not.
Well, right now it's a 44-yard gain for Hunt. I don't think he crossed the goal line. He might have got another 6-7 inches from there.
Coach's challenges under this replay process.
But Hunt dives into the end zone and gets the touchdown. Donovan Hunt with his second rushing score, and Brookfield East extends its lead to 20-10.
Boy, he's an exciting player. His long run sets up the 2-yard burst, which gives Brookfield their third touchdown, and they lead by 10 with an extra point forthcoming.
Donovan Hunt, second touchdown today. If I'm San Santiago Lloyd, I'm getting a little nervous. That 5-touchdown record could be in jeopardy if this keeps up. Here's Joey Pronzinski with the extra point attempt. 5 plays, 62 yards. 2-yard touchdown run by that young man, Donovan Hunt. His numbers now are up to 16 carries, 170 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And here's the touchdown that gives Brookfield East the 21-10 lead. Waunakee gets the ball back when we come back. Brookfield East fans are enjoying the Donovan Hunt show. All he's done is rush for 170 yards and 2 scores.
Here's his latest scoring run. It was preceded by a more spectacular 44-yard jaunt. There's look at Donovan. There's his numbers, and my goodness.
We still have 8:10 left in the second quarter.
There's
the scoring drive where Hunt starred. Brookfield East now has gone 90 yards twice and 62 yards there in 5 plays.
There's the boot into the sun. Look out. They come together. Schaff will take it. He had a big run before, and the turf monster gets him just before the 25. Well, Waunakee's offense has been centered around sophomore quarterback Quentin Keene. He's 7 of 7 passing for 58 yards. And Keene also has that 40-yard rush. But now they find themselves down 21-10. Does Waunakee.
It's Keaton Lewis, line up bottom of your screen.
Penalty marker.
False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
I think Pat Rice will like that as a good way to start the drive.
Waunakee went to the state semifinals last year. They're here in the state finals for the 10th time in their history. Pat Rice talks about an ownership transition that has happened to all the great teams at Waunakee, where the ownership transition goes from the coaches to the players. That one's intercepted. The ball hung up in the air, and it's McGath getting the pick for Brookfield East.
Waunakee's young quarterback went to his second receiver here. First one was covered. He threw it down the field. McGath read the play properly. Just couldn't stay in bounds, but he makes the pick, and he gives his offense a short field with an 11-point lead.
Boy, is momentum on the side of Brookfield East. And as soon as McGath intercepts, he jumps back in to lead the offense. Now we're set. 1st and 10. Hunt. Look at him go. Look at him go to the 6.
Connor Loy hung on for dear life there and prevented the touchdown.
17 more for Hunt. 187 total. Wow.
The 6-yard line.
Well,
nice job of the guys up front to give Hunt a big old hole right there.
One of those guys up front is 76, John Champ, a Northern Illinois recruit, 6'5", 305. He is something. I think you and I could run behind him. Well,
Don't say, speak for yourself.
First and goal for the Spartans at the 6. Now a different guy is going to run the ball. That's Jordan Renault. He's a junior, number 3. He gets it down to the 2.
That's congratulations there. His lineman, when he was a junior, they want to see him do well.
Okay, they leave Renault in there in the backfield. He'll be in the pistol behind McGath. McGath to throw. Here comes the pressure. McGath has to run. Throwing. Out of bounds. Nick Plemer caught it, but caught it out of bounds. By the way, Donovan Hunt, 186 yards rushing. The Division I record, most rushing yards in a game. This will bring back some good memories as you look at the last play. Yep.
The scoreboard showed it. They're saying his feet are in bounds. His knee was out of bounds. I don't know if we're going to review this or not. The crowd definitely thought it was a catch.
I think they got the buzz to go look at it.
Yeah, I think after the big board showed the same replay that we saw, they're going to take a peek at it up here in the booth. So for the first time in the Division II history, replay will be invoked. We saw a number of reversals yesterday. You can see the Spartans are already congratulating Plemer in anticipation this call will be reversed and the Brookfield East will have yet another touchdown.
Yesterday we had Jeff Stern.
Here it is again.
Okay, I thought he was out. What do you think?
I think the feet are in. You only need 1 foot in high school football, and I think he got the 1 foot in.
I'm watching his buttocks. I believe that point might be the definer. Tough call.
Call on the field is incomplete.
After review, the ruling on the field is confirmed.
Oh, confirmed.
So, Jay, you're right.
Well, there you go.
Didn't take them long either. Again, they've done a pretty good job of staying within the 2 minutes. They've confined themselves to a replay. If it goes beyond 2 minutes, they have to go with the call on the field, is what we've been told.
Yesterday we had Jeff Stern, the senior editor of Referee Magazine, on to talk about replay, and he says it's kind of like a fire extinguisher. You're glad when you have it, but you hope you never need to use it.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
3rd and goal, forthcoming.
Renault still the running back behind McGath. Timeout. Boy, Waunakee's defense was getting a little jumpy, but then they never made the big move to come across.
Ben Farley was out at the numbers making that timeout call.
Well, Brookfield East has really run the ball well. 23 carries, 245 yards. That's an average of 10.7 a carry. Let's go down to our coach's corner. Al Minard, how they doing it?
We got some double teams in here that are just really taking people off the ball. They're going to work up this way. And, it's just some really good zone blocking on this particular play. They're just taking them right off the ball, and the comboing in is like 4 hands and 4 eyes, and then climb up to the next level. And it's textbook. And that 76, the big right guard that's going to Northern, you can see what a D1 O-lineman looks like.
Thanks, Alan. That's John Champ he was referring to. Now Hunt's back in the game, and Hunt bullying his way to the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, Brookfield East.
7 yards. 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 7
Well, they put Hunt back in the game. He gets his 3rd score of the game.
Brookfield East takes advantage of the turnover. They go in the short field, bring Hunt back in the game, and he goes the final 2 yards behind Champ. Champ leads the way.
Wow.
And Hunt is the beneficiary, churning those legs the final yard. Touchdown, Hunt.
I got a nickname for John Champ, the Eclipse. I tell you what, he blocked out all that sunlight. My goodness.
He makes people disappear.
6:31 left. Hunt with his 3rd score of the game. I've got a trivia question for you before too long. Now play is going to stop.
Are we going to hear a duck quack before you give your trivia
well, if
question?
you wish. Yeah, why don't you do that when I start? I guess they're going to review whether it was a touchdown or not.
Okay,
anyway.
so it gives you time to give your trivia question.
So right now, Donovan Hunt has 188 yards and 3 touchdowns. Division I record, championship record, most rushing yards in one game. You remember? 2015. He had 46 carries. In one of the greatest high school football games in the history of the world.
This is your baby.
Yeah,
Bob Brainerd
has it. Blair Mulholland of Kimberly.
Oh, from Kimberly, yeah, the Snow Globe game.
He had 341 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Does Bob win a prize?
No.
He gets to do the Division I title game.
I haven't paid you from yesterday when I owed you something.
No. This is for entertainment purposes only.
That was the Snow Globe game. Bob, you remember off the top of your head what that score was? I'm looking for it.
That was truly one of the
it was
most
crazy.
memorable games there.
Yeah.
Arrowhead came from behind to beat Kimberly in the snow in the second half. It was a beautiful snowfall. We're reviewing whether Hunt got in for the touchdown.
I think he did. What do you say?
Well, let's listen to the guy in stripes.
Ruling on the field stands.
Yes.
Touchdown.
As it should. 27-10 Brookfield East. Kimberly beat Arrowhead 49-42 that day. Somebody was way up and then came back, right? Arrowhead was way up.
To beat Kimberly, yeah.
Man. Okay. The other way around. Kimberly won that game, yeah.
Kimberly never lost in that period.
Yeah, that's right. They were on a 70-game streak?
I'm sure that'll be corrected in the internet. But
oh, the heck with the internet. Here's been a busy guy, Joey Pronzinski. Oh, that was almost blocked, but Pronzinski gets it through, and a flag came on as Pronzinski was hit after the kick.
I think we're going to get a roughing the kicker call that will probably be enforced on the subsequent kickoff.
Okay.
Well, let's see if the referees agree.
Donovan Hunt, by the way, needs 153 yards to match Blair Mulholland's 341. Watch the hit. Number 6 tripped up. That's Jacob May, the offending party for Waunakee.
And the penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
Boy, Brookfield's East offense has been pretty efficient, hasn't it?
And Alf, I don't know if you're still with us, but you and Jay saw DeForest play Waunakee in the last game.
Yeah, I can hear you.
DeForest played Waunakee the last game of the regular season. And they're a similar physical team. Is this pretty much the recipe they used to shred Waunakee's defense in that game?
Yes, it is. I think you got to remember they're missing a safety on that long touchdown run to set up the touchdown where he went down the sideline for 44 yards. He made the safety miss, and when you miss, starting safeties, and I think what we're seeing is some of Waunakee's injuries are really starting to take its toll. Defensively in particular.
And they're just getting manhandled in a way you don't often see Waunakee get manhandled.
No, you don't. And, and it was kind of a similar thing in the DeForest. Their offensive line really established things pretty well in that game. But they still have a good offense. They've been behind at least 2, if not 3 of the playoff games, but they got their work cut out for them. They're probably going to have to try to steal possession somewhere along the way, whether it's an onside kick or a fake punt, because they don't look like they have a good ability to stop this running game of Brookfield East.
Austin Ludwig is the safety Al referenced that Waunakee is missing from their defense, and Brookfield East has certainly taken advantage and run up and down the field at will.
Pronzinski with yet another kickoff here in the first half. Well, he booms this one. That'll roll out the back of the end zone. 1st and 10, Waunakee. And I guess it should also be said that Waunakee's starting quarterback, Caden Nelson, who made so much progress during the year, threw for 1,589 yards and 24 touchdowns and only 8 interceptions. And he was a guy that they've counted on all year and really, again, developed so wonderfully for Waunakee. He's out with injury. Quentin Keene has done a nice job. 7 of 8 completions in this game. Had that big long run, but boy, you could just go down the list of key players that Waunakee has been missing on and off most of the season. Here's a little pass to the outside, and a nice move by Andrew Keller, and the big receiver gets close to the 30-yard line. They'll continue to roll the clock. He's short of a first down by about 1.5 yards.
Keller, a big target at 6'5", 185.
Got 9. 2nd and 1. Waunakee would like to get something on the board before halftime as they'll get the second half kickoff. This is Alec Morgan, another guy who's battled injuries all year long. Morgan, when he's healthy, so explosive. 12 touchdown runs this year.
Yeah, we saw him debut against Monona Grove. You and Al and I had a big night that night. But then shortly thereafter, he hurt his knee and missed some time. Came back, hurt his shoulder, but he feels well enough to play today.
Guess what? Another eclipse. John Champ. A bunch of two-way players making impacts on both sides of the ball here in this Division II championship game. Don't always see that. A lot of platooning goes on, but McGath has made plays on both sides of the ball. Now here's Champ wrapping up Morgan. Waunakee is balanced on offense. That's their 10th pass play. They've also run it 9 times. Caden Lewis got that one, but he was gobbled up immediately by Nick Pleamer.
And they're pretty balanced all year. They rushed for 1,700 yards coming into this game. They passed for 1,654, so they like to be balanced.
Now it's 3rd and 12 at the 29-yard line for Waunakee. Here's Keene. Good protection. Throws, has a man wide open. That's Mobley. Up, check that. That's Keller, 86, not 26. Andrew Keller putting together a nice day, another reception.
And again, Waunakee prefers to go up tempo. Here's the latest pitch and catch from Keene to Keller.
Simon Attenberger made that tackle for Brookfield East. That was Keller's 3rd catch of the day. Keene steps up, fires, complete again. This time Hayden Blang has it. He's going to get close to the 30. So some life out of the Waunakee offense as Keene hooks up for a couple of good passing games.
Blang with some good yards after the catch, got away from McGath, picked up the first down.
24 yards on that last completion. See the shadows starting to creep onto the field here at Camp Randall Stadium. Pump, doesn't throw it. Now he does, and man wide open, got it! Jordan Wench, touchdown, Waunakee. Beautifully done.
3rd touchdown catch of the year. Wench with a lot of separation from the defensive back, and Keene laid it right in there. So Waunakee says, we can score too. They go down the field quickly. Nice throw from the sophomore quarterback to Wedge, who broke free and made the diving catch.
That's a 31-yard touchdown strike. Boy, good grab. Jordan Wunsch, 31-yard reception. Driscoll extra point. Waunakee creeps closer, 28-17. Still 3:43 left in the second quarter. 7 plays, 80 yards on that touchdown drive for Pat Rice's club.
And Waunakee can score. They've averaged 40 points a game, and you got to think they might take 40 points to win this game the way these clubs are going up and down the field. Second touchdown pass of the day for the sophomore Keene, 1 in each quarter.
Division II record for most points in a game in the state championship final. Homestead got 51 in 2018, and Kimberly matched that with 51 in 2013.
And Al, if you're there, Waunakee executes that spread offense about as well as anybody. They changed their offense a few years back, so they like to go up tempo and then move the ball quickly.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing, is this gives them a chance to stay in the game. It's going to be a real interesting decision here. Do you kick it deep and count on your defense to stop them with only, because Brookfield tends to take a little more time, except for unless Hunt gets loose for a home run hit. But or do you try to steal one of these possessions along the way? They do get the ball first to start the second half. So my guess is they're going to kick this one deep.
When did Pat Rice decide to reinvent his offense?
It was actually a few years ago. Monona Grove beat them in the playoffs using this exact offense, and so he got his cousin Andy to convert over from Sun Prairie and join them about 2 years ago.
Here's the return by Lupton. Boy, look at that group.
So those early Waunakee teams, those folks don't recognize this offense. It was the old I formation pound, and so now they've gone to this spread stuff, and they do a great job with it. Andy Rice is a great play caller, and they really put you in tough situations. It's very quarterback friendly.
This is the 11th drive of our game. The previous 10, we've had 6 touchdowns, a field goal, and 3 ended with turnovers. We've had only 1 punt in the game. Pitch to Hunt. That time the Waunakee defense rises up. Connor Loy.
That was a great job of setting the edge and rallying the folks there. Earlier he had a cutback lane that got him a big gain.
That's a nice looking graphic from Brookfield's East offense.
Yeah, if you're a Spartan fan, you like the looks of that a lot.
No kidding, 4 touchdowns.
The turnover is the only way that Waunakee has stopped the Spartans today.
And both of those turnovers were in Waunakee territory. All right, 2nd and 9 for Brookfield East, 32-yard line. There's Hunt. Trying to hide behind his offensive lineman, Hwadacek, and he couldn't hide well enough. Max Ramish kept the play going. Now, Jeb Fry, you saw, called a timeout for Waunakee. It'll be 3rd and 9 for Brookfield East, but the Warriors want to save some clock with 2:32 left in the half.
Right, showing some confidence in his defense that they get a stop here. Uses one of his timeouts on defense in hopes that they can complete the defensive hold here and get that spread offense a chance one more time before halftime.
We have one more championship game after this one in the 44th Annual State Football Championships. That'll be the Division I game at about 4 o'clock as undefeated Bayport, 13-0, faces undefeated Muskego, 13-0. Bob Brainerd and Scott Nelson will be along with the call on that one on Fox Sports Wisconsin. I don't know, are they going to score as many points as this? We've got 28-17 with 2.5 left in the second quarter.
That should be a real shootout, though, on the final. 2 explosive teams. You got the 2 of the best individual stars in the state in that one, too. The Alex Curran kid leads Muskego's high-powered run game and player of the year. Most people think the best player in the state, Hunter Wooler, plays for Bayport. He's just a junior, but he was the defensive player of the year. Isaiah Gash, the offensive player of the year, also plays for Bayport.
Here's an important third down. They pitch it, and there's Waunakee. They've lost the football. It's loose. The Warriors are on it. Oh, worst case scenario for Brookfield East, and coming away with it.
Randy
Wojciech got the fumble recovery.
I think Gage Hughes might have forced the fumble. Wojciech, however, with the recovery, and Waunakee's in business.
That's a dangerous pitch back. As it was Nick Pleamer who got the little pitch back, and there was a bunch of Waunakee Warriors there, and Fry, I think, might have
knocked it loose, yeah.
So
the All-State linebacker Fry with the forced fumble.
Randy Wojciech recovers. Well, good fortune strikes Waunakee. 25, make it the 30-yard line they start. And Keene doesn't get much out of that first down play. Nick Pleamer, a tackle for Brookfield East. Lost 2, 2nd and 12. Clock rolling toward the 2-minute mark.
And this theoretically is the possession now reference that Waunakee needed to gain to get back in the game.
Boy, even 3 makes you feel pretty good here. Look out, Keene pressured. Incomplete. Caden Lewis was in the area, but the pressure was coming on from that guy, Harrison Keeler.
Yeah, he was definitely in the area of the quarterback.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
He ended up Keene and fairly forced Keene to get rid of the ball a lot quicker than he wanted to.
Young Harrison's putting together a nice day defensively. Harrison Keeler.
Keeler's a junior, 6'4", 220. I think he's probably capturing the attention of college scouts here.
Keeler has 4 tackles, a tackle for loss, and a quarterback hit. Now Waunakee goes deep, end zone. Boy, that was a jump ball, and 6'5" Andrew Keller had to like his chances there. Incomplete.
Max Raymond, or excuse me, Hunt was one of the defenders back there. Hunt's 6'1". Yeah, you're right. Rice was hoping Keller to win the jump ball.
Simon Attenberger was also defending with Hunt. Now 4th and 12 for Waunakee.
And I think they have taken a timeout.
That would be their last.
Driscoll is their kicker, and he's 2 of 4 coming into this game. He was successful on the earlier 27-yard field goal. This would be about a 50-yarder if he kicked it, so I don't know if that's going to happen.
Yep.
Set the game clock to 1 minute 45 seconds, please. 1 minute 45 seconds.
145?
That's what he said.
Wow, that's a lot of time to put back on. Okay, after the incomplete pass, they didn't stop the clock. I wonder if he was going to 125, but nope, they're going 145. Okay, here we go. All right, Waunakee's going to go for it on 4th and 12, it appears. All right, that's an extra 30 seconds on the clock, too. Here's Keene. Has a man open. Oh, and it looked like it could have been caught, but broken up by Hayden Doyle. Big play for the Brookfield East defense. They'll take over on down.
Well, the receiver was open, and the ball's just not delivered when he is open. You can see Keller's wide open there, and ball just floated a little, allowing Doyle to come over and make the defensive play. And Brookfield East dodges the bullet there after the turnover.
So with that extra time they put back on the clock, Brookfield East now with a timeout and a minute 39 with which to work from their own 32. Hunt, nothing.
Donovan Hunt, the ball carrier. Jeb Fry on the stop.
Jeb Fry with a tackle for Waunakee.
Then with an 11-point lead, I don't think Brookfield East is in any hurry to do anything crazy. See both teams with a timeout remaining, but
their last possession resulted in a fumble at their own 32-yard line. I guess you might just take your chances on Hunt breaking one. 189 yards for Donovan Hunt right now. 21 carries, 189 yards. Now to be McGath, the quarterback, and it's another nice play by Max Ramish on the interior of that defensive line for Waunakee, and now we'll get a timeout.
I think Pat Rice is going to take his final timeout of the half. Guess this enables his defense to make a play, but
Waunakee, their third and final timeout.
Ben Farley's in his 4th season as Brookfield East's head coach, a native of Brookfield. Wife teaches in the district. He was defensive coordinator under the great Tom Swiddle. Ben played at Brookfield East, and when he was there, he went against a couple of guys named Joe Thomas and Ben Strickland, who had some pretty good careers with the Wisconsin Badgers.
again, I wouldn't think Brookfield's going to do anything crazy here.
There was a loss of 3 yards on that last play, and it makes it 3rd and 12.
So a 2-yard loss on the last play makes it 3rd and 12. Waunakee will want to get a stop and then get the ball back with just a few seconds left in the half. There's McGath, little quarterback draw. Well, they get the stop they need. Some of the Brookfield East folks thought that was a bit of a high tackle, but no flag. Connor Loy made the tackle for Waunakee, and you see the seconds winding down here. Brookfield East has 1 timeout left, but they're sure not going to use it here.
No.
That brings up 4th down,
So
7 yards to go.
4th and 7. Not a lot of urgency on
No, I don't think
Brookfield East.
they don't have to run a play. Yeah,
Okay. I think, yeah, it must have been just enough time to let the final seconds tick off.
and so that's the way a pretty crazy first half ends.
Yeah.
Lots of offense, lots of Donovan Hunt. Joey Hauser played well for Waunakee. The Quentin Keene, the Waunakee quarterback, with a couple of touchdown passes. We got a good old-fashioned shootout after a lot of defense in the first 2 days here at Camp Randall.
Little pooch kick off the kickoff that they recovered on the fly. And lots of action in that first half. Waunakee battled back, but they're still down 11, and Brookfield East in pretty good shape, leading 28-17 in our Division II state championship game. Sam McGath had a touchdown. There's Cole Mobley for Waunakee. Donovan Hunt, 190 yards and 3 scores as Brookfield East takes a 28-17 lead into halftime of our Division II state championship final.
Welcome back into Camp Randall. It's halftime in our Division II title game, and I'm standing alongside Brookfield East head coach Ben Farley. Coach, what a game Donovan Hunt is having. What do you make of his day here today?
Oh, not surprised. He's been doing that for us all year long. Runs the football hard, and one of the fastest players in the state of Wisconsin. He's having a tremendous first half for us.
And you guys have been solid, but Waunakee gaining a little bit of momentum in that second quarter. How do you make sure that you shut them down in the second half?
Yeah, I don't know if you shut Waunakee down. They're so good, but you try to slow them down and you don't hurt yourself. We hurt ourselves quite a bit in the first half and allowed them to be right back in here, so it's going to be a heck of a second half.
All right, Coach, thank you so much. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
All right, we will be back after the break with more halftime coverage. Stay with us.
The 2019 WIAA State Football Tournament is brought to you by Rural Mutual. Premiums paid here, stay here to keep Wisconsin strong. We're We're moments away from the start of the second half of our Division II State Football Championship game. Waunakee will receive the second half kick, trailing Brookfield East 28-17. Piper Shaw had a chance to catch up with Waunakee head coach Pat Rice. Piper, what do you have?
Yeah, guys, I just spoke with Pat Rice moments ago, and he said he's not thrilled with the game that they're playing right now, but they're not feeling defeated at all. He says this entire season has just been about overcoming adversity. They've got that little bit of momentum, but he said they're really relying on the depth of this team because of the injuries that they've had to work through. He says that they feel like they can pretty much handle anything. They're not ready to give it up yet. Guys.
Thanks, Piper. You see the Waunakee return team ready to take the field. Pretty comfortable if you're sitting in the sun, but if you're not, it's a little chilly.
Yeah, Waunakee's in the sun.
Yeah. Another veteran move by a long-standing good program. Actually, that's goes back and forth according to alphabetics, whether you wear light or dark uniforms. This year, the second team alphabetically in a game wears the light-colored jerseys. So you take the B of Brookfield East, you take the W of Waunakee. Brookfield's 1, Waunakee's 2 alphabetically, and that's why the Warriors are wearing the white jerseys today.
It's all part of the genius of Wade Lebecki.
Yeah, Dr. Wade Lebecki. 33 degrees is our current temperature. When that sun goes down, that temperature is going to go down.
Waunakee will get the ball.
Yeah.
And they might have had a little momentum at the end of the first half. They certainly would have been like to convert after the turnover late in the first half. Brookfield with a big defensive stop to maintain their 11-point lead.
Boy, Joe Hauser had a big first half defensively. As we said, so capable of an explosive return as well. One thing about that touchdown saving tackle he made on Donovan Hunt, he caught up to him. I mean, Hunt's a speedster, and Hauser's got some hops too. Pronzinski's kick. It'll float down to the 10. This is Isaac Schaff. And he takes a licking as he crosses the 25.
He had the big return earlier in the game. That wasn't going to happen there. Brookfield East made sure of that. Good special teams play by Pleamer and Nate O'Connell, 2 captains. That's what Waunakee did offensively. They had the early touchdown, and they had a punt. Got a field goal through a pick. Nice drive, and then couldn't convert after the turnover late in the first half.
Pleamer made the big hit on Schaaf's return, and Pleamer was the guy that got up slowly. Here's Keene. Pass tipped, incomplete. Looking for Hayden Blang, but that tip set the pass off course.
Again, Keene 12 of 15 with an interception in the first half through 2 touchdowns and 136 yards passing.
Also ran the ball twice for 38 yards.
Incomplete pass brings up 2nd and 10.
He's the backup guy to Caden Nelson, who will not play today because of a lower leg problem.
Here's Keene keeping. Got a big block from Thomas Meffert. And Keene bowls his way over the 40 to the 42, first down. Again, great block by Thomas Meffert, sprung the Waunakee quarterback. Gain of 15.
He's showing pretty good poise for a sophomore, though.
Now Keene will throw it to the outside to Caden Lewis, a little receiver screen. Wench was providing the blocking out there, Wunsch I should say, and Lewis is down.
And in pain. And there's the hardest working training staff in the Badger Conference. Lewis has been bothered by hamstring problems most of this season, and you can see he grabbed his hammy there and is being helped off.
Caden Lewis, senior. Boy, oh boy. Well, it was a 7-yard completion for Lewis, but the bad news is he's out with it looked like another hamstring problem. Here's Keene on 2nd and 3, going for it all, and incomplete. Isaac Schaaf got behind the defender Michael Poker, but the pass couldn't quite make the connection. 3rd and 3.
Waunakee's injury problems actually started before the season. They expected Will Ross to be their premier running back, and he blew out his knee playing baseball last summer. Slid into a base, and Ross, good ball player. He's going to play at St. Louis University next year, but he hasn't played football all year. He had that knee surgery after that, and so Morgan and Mobley have emerged as the top running backs for Waunakee in this injury-festered season.
That was Mobley getting to midfield and not much more. Going to be 2 yards short of a first down. And let's see, Waunakee down 11. Let's see if they want to gamble early.
I think this is the punt unit in for Pat Rice.
Yep.
Ball at midfield, but he's going to play a field position game and hope that his defense can continue their improved play against Brookfield East, who put up a lot of total yards the first quarter and a half.
Oh, it's a short snap, and it's a completion to Hauser. How about that? Oh, Pat Rice has one more trick left in his book. And Hauser will get a first down for Waunakee.
So they fake the punt at midfield, and Hauser makes the clutch catch.
You old dog. Pat Rice with another great call, or maybe it was a special teams guy, but that's a 24-yard gain as Hauser gets the reception, and the pass was from Jacob May. Nice to have a linebacker who could pass like that, huh? Here's Mobley. So May hits Hauser for 24 and a first down.
That pass resembled the one Trey Schrader made to Hawk to win the Division II, their Division III title game.
Yeah,
kind of a shot put over the line.
A jump pass, 2-point conversion for DeForest to win the state title. Here's Keene. He hits Schaff. And Michael Poker is there to defend for Brookfield East. It'll be third down coming up for Waunakee.
Waunakee trying to hold serve here as far as scoring on possessions you get, and they won the toss and deferred. That's why they get the ball to start the second half.
Boy, this game is like Waunakee's season. You battle, you scrape, you lose a guy, and somehow you're in it, and maybe you find a way to win it. There's Shaw, or rather Keene, the quarterback, has it complete to Wench. Jordan Wunsch, 5'9" senior, gets the first down catch.
They don't have the burner like Sawyer Molly was on last year's Waunakee club. He's gone on to play at Winona State as a freshman. Molly was the top receiver in the state a year ago. They got a lot of good possession receivers like Wunsch.
Keene, wow, big hit there. Randy Wojtacek got his hands on it, but man, he was separated from the football.
And that's the quarterback McGath who made that hit. Obviously, Sam goes both ways. It's a big-time lick right here by Sam McGath to separate the receiver from the ball.
Wow. Wojtacek got right up. Keene is now 15 of 21 for 156 yards. He's given Waunakee a chance. They're at the 10-yard line. Here's Keene, darting toward the end zone, but just short. Got to the 2. Nice ball fake there by the Waunakee quarterback.
One quarterback tackled the other. Again, McGath with the defensive play to stop Keene from scoring.
3rd and goal from the 2 for Waunakee. Boy, what a big score this would be to start the third quarter. Here's the quarterback, Keene, touchdown, Waunakee. Another great ball fake to Alec Morgan, and Keene goes in for the 2-yard score.
Now is it too early to start chasing the scoreboard? It's a 5-point game. If you go for 2 here, it's a field goal game. It looks like Pat Rice is going to kick the point.
You're doing that card thing, aren't you?
Al likes to talk about having a card. And we'll get to him later, but too early for that.
Yep, I agree. 12 plays, 73 yards, 3:42 the time. Aiden Driscoll's extra point is good. Hey, what a ball game. 28-24 Brookfield East as Waunakee takes the second half kickoff and Quentin Keene finishes with a 2-yard run. Waunakee scores a touchdown. It's getting real interesting now. 28-24 Brookfield East. Back down to our coach's corner and Alan Minnick.
Yeah, so we're going to zone. We're going to let this guy go. He's going to come and take the running back. And then that's going to cause Keene to pull and come up here. An easy block there. And again, the fake field goal or the fake punt gave him that extra possession. And I don't think Brookfield East expected Keene to run that much. He's been more of a pocket passer compared to Nelson early in the year, was very much a big-time runner. And I don't think Waunakee had run Keene a lot going into this game, but offensively, Coach Rice has always liked to have quarterback run as part of the package.
Paid off there. 28-24, Driscoll's kick. Lupton has been the return man all day. He is again here for Brookfield East, and he'll skip out of bounds at the 30.
Simon Lupton on the return.
Let's see if Brookfield East is going to keep with their diet of Donovan Hunt, who has rushed for 190 yards in this game so far.
Waunakee is definitely had a tough time of handling the Spartans' running game.
Boy, lots of total yards for both teams. Pretty even, too.
Most of Brookfield East on the ground.
And Hunt gets the first carry, and he'll carry some defenders to about the 33. I want to update for completeness. The most rushing yards in one game in any state championship game happened in 1986. That was Steve Hogum of Westby, who went for 362 yards and 28 carries. So that's the most of any division in one state championship game. 2 yards for Hunt on the last one. McGath throws to the outside. That one's complete. Jake Pleamer. He got the catch. Going to be 3rd down and 3 for the Spartans. David Keno on the tackle for Waunakee in coverage.
McGath keeping Waunakee's defense honest, but throwing the ball.
Ball's at the 38-yard line of Brookfield East. There's Hunt. Nothing.
Fry was among the welcoming party for Hunt. And Waunakee forces a rare 3-and-out for Brookfield East today.
I think Will Bolden was the first guy, and then Fry followed up shortly after. No gain, 4th and 3.
Bolden's had a big year. Moved from offensive linebacker because of all the injuries, and he's been one of the top tacklers for Waunakee.
Bronzinski's punt. Everybody get out of the way for Waunakee, and another great roll for the punter. This time for Bronzinski and Brookfield East. And that one's going to be down at about the 16-yard line. That's where Waunakee gets it back when we return. Well, Brookfield East had a 28-10 lead at a point in the first half, but Waunakee has scored the last 2 touchdowns, and now Quentin Keene and the Warriors offense get the ball back. They'll start this drive at their own 16-yard line.
Waunakee's defense just forced the first punt of the afternoon for Brookfield East. So does that mean there's a momentum change?
Well, no gain for Mobley on that first down carry. Nick Pleamer with a tackle for Brookfield East. There's Keene, 222 total yards today with his arm and his feet. This time with his arm. Pump, fake. Oh, well defended. He's still going to go there and throw it out of bounds.
Good coverage there by Brookfield East, though. They didn't buy any of the double pumps. Hayden Doyle all over the receiver. Keller was trying to go deep, and Hayden Doyle would have none of that.
Yeah. If Doyle bites on the pump, well, then you got something going. But he was in position and wouldn't allow Keller to get deep.
There's the first fake. There's the second. And again, Keller has nowhere to go. McGrath helped out from the safety position, but Doyle had Keller well covered.
Quickly, it's 3rd and 10. Another pump. Now he steps up. Now he's directing traffic. Champ has him. So does Nate O'Connell. It's going to be 4th down, Waunakee.
Yeah, he needed a block from Mobley, and there was none forthcoming because of the Brookfield defense.
Gain of 2, but well short of the first down. 4th and 8 for Waunakee, and Jeb Fry sets up in punt formation.
Jeb Fry in the punt for Waunakee.
Second 3 and out of the game for the Warriors. Hear the thump of the ball on Fry's foot, and it takes a big bounce back toward him. Down by Thomas Meffert. But again, Brookfield East will set up shop in Waunakee territory, 1st and 10, leading 28-24.
They did not get much of a break on that bounce, and Brookfield East will have a short field because of it.
The mark is at the Waunakee 40. McGath to throw on 1st down. Incomplete.
McGath's pass incomplete.
He was looking.
Charles Kittleson is the fellow who had the ball in his hands and he couldn't hold on. Kittleson, a big target at 6'5", 205, but McGath gave him a good throw. He just didn't hold on.
Jacob May was in coverage for Waunakee. This is the 4th time a series has started in Waunakee territory for Brookfield East. They're looking at 2nd and 10 now from the 40. McGath in trouble. Down he goes. Sam Myers with a sack for the Warriors.
Certainly Waunakee has played a little more inspired defensively since coming out of the locker room. Myers here with the sack. Sam's a 5'11", 210-pound senior. Excuse me, a little bigger than that. Shorter than him. I listen to 215. Here's a look at Sam.
There you go. 3 of 8, Brookfield East on 3rd down today. They have a 3rd and 10 here. McGath tucks it under and he'll run it. And he escapes. Wow, what a run by Sam McGath, the senior quarterback. It looked like for all the world he'd be stopped when he got the first down, and now he's stretching out his back after that last hit.
McGath had the 44-yard scoring run in the first quarter, but this one may be more important. It picks up a first down. He eludes a couple tacklers, and he moves the ball to the 28.
Gain of 12 for McGath. Yeah, he landed hard on the back, tailbone, all that area. He's back at it. Now he's going to throw. Wow, he threaded that one, but defended well by Isaac Schaff, and a flag comes in.
Well, not so well, says the referee.
Okay, not good enough, apparently.
Nick Schaff's going to get called for interference. Bang, bang play. Let's look at it again if we can. But I think Schaff's going to be flagged for the PI.
Pass interference. Defense. Half the distance to the goal, or results in a first down.
Got that arm in a little early, I guess. Close call. Half the distance gets it at the 14. McGath, by the way, is 8 rushes, 71 yards for Brookfield East. Now Jordan Renault is back at running back, number 3 for the Spartans. This is McGath again. Renault blocking. Gets to the 11.
McGath, the ball carrier.
Gain of 3.
Connor Loy on the tackle.
Another tackle for Waunakee linebacker Connor Loy. Clock rolling. 3:35 left third quarter. Brookfield East clinging to a 4-point lead.
Trying to match Waunakee's earlier third quarter score and regain an 11-point margin.
They gave him 4 yards on that last carry, so 2nd and 6. Up to 75 yards now for the Brookfield East quarterback. Here's Renault, and he's met by his number 3 counterpart, Connor Loy.
Connor Loy on the stop.
That was number 3 versus number 3, and the Waunakee guy got the better of it. 3rd and 6, no gain.
Loy leads the defensive front with 7.5 sacks. I don't know if that'll technically be a tackle for a loss or not, but sets up the 3rd down play.
Yeah, that collision. Still at the 10-yard line, 3rd and 6. A little pass to Donovan Hunt. Loy is there along with Jacob May. And that's going to set up 4th down for Brookfield East.
Decision time for Ben Farley. This seems to be a makeable field goal. That would give him a 7-point lead, or you go for it here on 4th and 3.
4th and 3 from the 7-yard line.
Pronzinski is the field goal kicker for Brookfield East.
And it looks like he is going to attempt what would be, what, a 24-yard field goal. I think we're going to mark it.
12 out of 14 in field goals on the season, so that's a pretty good percentage for Pronzinski. As Brof said, a 24-yard field goal attempt to try to make it a 7-point game. Snap's good. Kick is good. Pronzinski from 27.
So each kicker has a 27-yard field goal, and Brookfield East, once again, has a 7-point lead. They take advantage of the short field after the punt and go in for the 3 points.
Another trip to our coach's corner. Here's Al Minute.
Yeah, there's been about 3 times now whenever Brookfield, they have 2 wide receivers out here and 2 wide receivers out here. Waunakee's going man coverage, and they're bringing blitzers off the edge. This time it comes off this way. They send the man in motion, and it's great rallying to the football by everybody else. But Waunakee's doing is sending these blitzers, and so in a reaction that Brookfield East had was send the man in motion and see if they could get the ball to him in space. But again, this is just part of that chess match that's going on. Yep, here we go. So you'll see free blitzer coming into his face, but the middle backer 3 makes a great play on Hunt in the open field.
Connor Loy is the fellow who earns Al's praise.
Drive for the field goal, went 7 plays, 33 yards. Took off 3 minutes and 34 seconds. Lead is now 7 for Brookfield East, 31-24.
Yeah, it was the same thing that happened on the play that had interference to the opposite side.
Pronzinski's kick will be returned by Hauser from his own 9. Hauser with a little skip move. He gets all the way out to the 39. Make it the 34, excuse me. 1st and 10, Waunakee.
Waunakee is not led today.
Yeah, they got hit early on that opening drive. Sam McGath with a 44-yard touchdown run, but they answered that, then fell behind again. Now they've been on a steady climb to get back to within 7 after that field goal by Brookfield East. Here's Keene. He'll hit Wunsch. Wunsch makes a move to make the man miss, and he'll get past the 45.
Really good addition off the RPO. It looked like he was going to run, but he's got the wide receiver screen as the third option. It's a new version of triple option.
That's a gain of 13 as Jordan Wunsch gets the reception. Now he'll split out to the other side. Here's Keene, and he has some running room. Keene to the 30, make it the 40, now 38, 7, 6, almost to the 35.
One determined sophomore quarterback there.
Guess, huh? He'll get to the 36 on a gain of 11.
Looks like he drags half the Brookfield East defense with him here at the end of this play. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 others.
Look at all the help, though, you know.
Looks like a rugby scrum.
Well, one of the things Waunakee's hang its hat on through all these great teams is its offensive line. They've done a nice job of blocking today. That time, Keene can only get maybe a half a yard, but they've called them the Hogs for as long as I can remember, and pretty good group with Jordan Burrell, Forrest Anderson, Wyatt Ziegler, Ben Binuza, and Thomas Mefford up front.
Yeah, and with all the injuries of the skill guys that get all the headlines, that offensive line has been injury-free this year and been pretty stable. And one of the reasons Waunakee's still playing at Camp Randall on a November afternoon.
Yeah, not the biggest offensive line they've had, but certainly effective. This is a 2nd and 8. There's Keene, pressure coming. Ball loose. Waunakee recovered it, but that's going to be Alec Morgan fell on it after the ball was separated from the quarterback, Quentin Keene. But that's a big loss. It's going to be 3rd and a really long way.
I think Plemer jarred the ball loose from the quarterback, and not really sure how Brookfield East didn't get it back, but Waunakee retains possession as the 3rd quarter ends.
So a big sack and a fumble and a recovery by Waunakee. It's going to be 3rd and 19 when we come back. Waunakee outscored Brookfield East 7-3 in the 3rd quarter. Waunakee outgained Brookfield East 108 yards to 26 in the 3rd quarter. Back down to the field to Piper Shaw.
And Jay, those stats really show what Pat Rice was talking about and telling me earlier, is that they're a team of perseverance. He said, we've had so many setbacks this season, just even beyond the injuries. And even in games, he says, we fight and we continue to fight. He said, we weren't worried at halftime. They don't look worried now. And he said, they're ready to keep going. That's been the story of this team, is adapting, going deep and using the depth that they have and to just keep working. Guys.
Well, that's a big sack by Andrew Holtz for Brookfield East.
I think he's a little more worried now after Holtz puts him back into his own territory. Their big defensive play by the Spartans. Holtz.
A 10-yard loss in the sack. It's 4th and 29. So Jeb Fry will kick it away. Brookfield East will get the ball back, we figure, up 7. And they'll just run away from the punt. It'll roll to a stop just outside the 20.
What Waunakee has done is they've kept Hunt under control in the 3rd quarter. You only had 2 yards in the 3rd quarter after a 190 in the 1st half.
There's the big play by Hayden Doyle, making Andrew Holtz for Brookfield East. Brookfield East Spartan Marching Band in full song today. They've had a lot to play about. It's going to be tough when you put that trumpet up to your lips and that mouthpiece is cold. Here we go, 1st and 10, Brookfield East, 21-yard line, up 7. Hunt had a quiet 3rd quarter.
Donovan Hunt, the ball carrier.
We'll get about 5 to start the 4th.
They would love to replicate one of their 90-yard marches from the 1st quarter. They went 90 yards in 4 plays with the opening kickoff. They went 90 yards in 13 plays to break a 7-7 tie. And obviously like a score, but they'd also like to take some of those seconds off the clock. Donovan close to 200 yards, but his pace has been slowed considerably here in the 2nd half.
2nd and 5, Spartans. McGath throws. Oh, tipped. Oh, boy. That was Jeb Fry making the play.
He's an active linebacker, an all-stater. We talked about him at the top of the show, and he got his hand in there and almost got a pick. David Keno was also defending on the play. 3rd and 5 for McGath and the Brookfield Spartans.
McGath passing today, 5 of 11 for only 34 yards. There you see Brookfield East story on 3rd down. They need 5 yards for a first down. Pitch to Hunt. Cuts back. Met right at the first down marker. I think forward progress is going to get him that first down. It is.
Hauser was involved in the play again, but not till Hunt's going to move the chains.
Will Bolden also part of that crew on the scene for Waunakee. There's Bolden making that first big hit, and then, as you said, Hauser helps clean up. So he is now over 200 yards at 203. Credited with a 6-yard gain on that last play. Hunt again. I think Fry got him first again. Excuse me, Jeb Fry, yep.
But by picking up the first down, it enables the Spartans to probably burn 2 minutes off the clock. At least.
Another 5-yard gain there. 2nd and 5 at the 37. Hunt with 2:08 on the ground. They'll get another try. And again, Waunakee. That looked like a play that he would break open in the first quarter, but not now.
Tyler Hoy on the stop. Gain of 1.
Gain of 1, so 3rd and 4 coming up. Clock rolling under 9 minutes. Connor Loy making the tackle.
Yeah, Hunt doesn't seem to have the spring in his step that we saw earlier. You certainly can't blame him for feeding him the ball. He was the star of the first half.
So what do you do here? 3rd and 4. 5 of 11 on the day. 3rd down conversions for Brookfield East. They'll go to Hunt. And he'll plow forward to the 45 for a Brookfield East first down.
Big guys up front. Jackson Hanningham like through the key block, and Hunt picks up the first down yet again to move the chains.
Well, he's not getting the big splashy gains, but he's getting 5, 6, 7 there. And a valuable first down for Brookfield East. $216 yards on 28 carries for Donovan Hunt. There's another one. Good play there. Gage Hughes grabbed him to slow him up. Senior defensive end.
Gain of 1 on the carry.
Only a yard that time for Hunt. But again, the clock continues to roll. Now 7:35 left, fourth quarter. Brookfield East keeping it on the ground. Hunt, again, not the big splashy 20-yard gain, but 24 yards total rushing in this drive.
Then he's picked up first down conversions on a couple of 3rd down runs.
Now they'll pass it to Hunt, and Jeb Fry read it perfectly. As soon as Hunt caught the ball, he saw a big number 40 jersey in his face mask.
Fry's 6 feet, 198. And Hunt will attest that he hits with great authority.
Yeah, right. Loss of 1. Waunakee's got to get a stop and get the ball back to the offense here. Jeb Fry.
Top tackler on Waunakee's defense this year.
Brookfield East needs 10 yards to keep the chains moving. McGath, wheel route to Hunt, over the top of his head. He couldn't get more than a hand on it. Incomplete. Boy, if he gets that in stride, it's all over.
Wasn't the best throw from McGath. Fry was trying to keep up with Hunt and lost the battle. And the wheel route to the back out of the backfield. He's got a couple steps on Fry, but he had to contort his body to make the catch, and he couldn't do so, and it brings up 4th down.
So Joey Pronzinski comes into punt for Brookfield East.
Only the second punt today for Pronzinski, who's had a field goal.
Isaac Schaff, the return man for Waunakee.
Pronzinski averages 32 yards a punt.
Schaff will return it. He'll get out to about the 32. Spun down there by Ryan Bromberg for Brookfield East on special teams coverage. Well, Waunakee's defense did its job. Now it's time for the offense to take over. They'll have it at their own 32 when we come back. Well, we're getting down to it. 6:16 remains in our 4th quarter. 31-24, Brookfield East Division II State Championship. Keep pounding the drum. Keep working. Keep grinding. That's Waunakee's MO all season long. Here's Keene to throw. Protection breaks down. Now he scrambles. Champ has him and manhandles him down to the turf. And Keene is down.
On the quarterback.
Oh no. Quentin Keene very slow to get up. He is up and walking, but man, he got the full force of 6'5", 300-pound John Champ. Look at him handle the blocker. Wow.
Camp is a determined big boy right there. Blew by Wyatt Ziegler and finished off the sack.
Well, Keene's okay. He's going to be in there for the next play. Watch this hit. Watch him land on the quarterback. Oh, man, that hurts. 2nd and 15. Alec Morgan. 25-30. That's about it. Quickly 3rd down for the Waunakee offense.
You got to wonder if that play call is because Camp landed on the quarterback so hard. You want to give the young man a blow, so they give the ball to Morgan, and now it's 3rd and long. And now you need the quarterback to make a play.
Keene's moving around pretty well, it appears. It's 3rd and 13. Look out. Keene escapes, throws, complete. Ball's down right there. Schaff with the reception at about the 40, a little bit past.
So it's 4th down.
Oh boy. What do you do?
4.5 minutes left. Pat Rice says it's 4-down territory with 4.5 minutes left. Looks like he's going to go for it here.
Tries the punter, but he's nowhere to be seen. 4th and 2, Waunakee. Keene, good protection, throws, got a man. Schaff makes a move for a man to miss, gets a block, he's at the 30, he's to the 26-yard line. How about that 4th down conversion?
A lot of yards after the catch, thanks to the effort by Schaff. Here it is again. He's wide open over the middle. Keene gives him a nice ball. Nobody around. Beats the first man. Gets by a second man and spin move. Picks up a couple extra yards to get the ball to the 27.
34-yard gain. Keene. Wunsch had it in his hands and knocked out by McGath.
Nice play by McGath, though, as everybody in the Waunakee section was holding their breath. Wunsch had a step on McGath, but he recovered in time to make a nice defensive play and live for another play.
Jordan Wunsch, 5'9" senior. Oh, man, if he could have just gathered it in a little bit. McGath able to knock it away. Screen pass for Morgan. Tackled inbounds. Clock runs. 3:35 left. Third down coming up for Waunakee.
Gain of 5 yards, brings up third and 5.
This is 4 down territory.
Yeah.
So there's no urgency to pick it up here.
There's Keene. And he falls to the 17-yard line. Andrew Keller says the first down. Everybody else in the Waunakee offense says the first down. And we need confirmation, and there it is. The officials say it's a first down. Down to the 16 on a gain of 6. Keene to Wunsch. He'll stay in bounds and keep the clock rolling. Jordan Wunsch with another catch. He's Waunakee's leading receiver with 5 grabs today.
And their bread and butter play.
Not only a yard on that one, though. 2nd and 9 at the 16. Keene finds Keller on a little comeback, and he takes a big hit at the 15-yard line. Nate O'Connell laid a lick on him. 3rd and 8.
Keller's a big target, 6'5". I think they might try to isolate him against a smaller defensive back as the plays get bigger in confined space.
Keller has 9 touchdown catches on the year, leading Waunakee. Clock under 2 minutes.
It's more and more like this is Waunakee's final possession.
In regulation. Over the middle, complete. There is Keller. Lost the football. They say he was down.
They're still battling for it. Wedge Benusa battling for Waunakee. And Spartans Nate O'Connell, they're all trying to get the football. Clock keeps, well, now they have stopped the clock at 1:34.
It was an emphatic whistle from the referee, so you figure he had a real good look at it.
But I think because it's a big play, we're going to check up here to make sure. So we're going to have a replay review after Keller makes the catch. Is he down?
Oh, man.
I think the ball is loose, and then I'm not sure in the bottom of the pile who got it.
I think Brookfield Central had it at the bottom of the pile. I think that's a fumble.
As Keller goes forward, the ball is stripped by McGath.
It's certainly starting to come out, no question. And yeah, there's Brookfield East at the bottom of the pile. Ooh, man.
The ruling on the field is a catch.
Yes.
Again, this is the first time replay has been invoked in the state tournament. Saw a couple reversals yesterday. This would be obviously a major reversal here. And then the timeouts that each team has come into play. Waunakee with 3 timeouts.
Well, I don't think there's any question it's a fumble. The question is who got it at the bottom of the pile.
Well, I think the ruling on the field is he was down.
Yes.
So, I mean, that's...
Oh, yeah.
You got to overturn that. Let's see what the replay official said. He'll tell this fella, who will tell us.
No, I think we're going. I think Waunakee actually, or no, Brookfield East actually took a timeout, I think. That's what the stoppage was.
Yeah, you're right.
They were hoping for a replay. Well, Waunakee keeps it. Here's Mobley, and he lost it. And Brookfield East has it this time. Another fumble inside the 10, and that time, guess who? Who else? Sam McGath with the recovery. What else can that guy do?
Well, they didn't recover on the last play. Morgan just dropped the ball. Mobley just dropped the ball.
Nick Plemer was right there.
Plemer helped force it. McGath falls on the football.
Wow.
With 1:28 left.
At the 6-yard line, the recovery.
Brookfield East certainly in the driver's seat, but Waunakee can stop the clock 3 times.
Still 1:28 on the clock. 1 first down would do it for Brookfield East. Boy, that's going to be a loss on the play. They'll push him into the end zone, but he'll be out at about the 2. And Waunakee is going to take a timeout.
Bolden and Hauser in on the tackle, but again, although the ball carrier landed in the end zone, the ball will be spotted outside the end zone. Waunakee utilizes the first of its 3 timeouts. Coming up next, a dandy in Division I. Bayport against defending champ Muskego. It's scheduled to start at 4 o'clock.
I got news for you. It's going to be tight.
Teams are both warming up in the McLean Center next door, by the way, if you ever wonder how they can come onto the field and go at the appointed start time.
Can that game top these first 2 we've had today? I don't know.
They've been dandies. Earlier, DeForest scored in a 2-point conversion in the final 32 seconds to send Mike Minnick out as the winning coach. He decided to go for 2. They threw a jump pass for a 2-point conversion, and DeForest broke Menashe's heart with an 8-7 win. This has been a dandy as well. Brookfield East has never trailed, but as you said, they have been hanging on here in the second half as Waunakee keeps fighting and clawing.
2nd and 13. Waunakee still has 2 timeouts remaining. Here's Hunt. Oh, grab a hold of him, Waunakee. Don't let him get loose. And there's the whistle. He gets just short of the 10. 2nd timeout used by Waunakee.
Bolden and Loy on the stop, but Hunt gives him some room to operate here.
Boy, every time Hunt gets the ball, you have to hold your breath.
So it'll be 3rd and 6. I'm hesitant to say this is the ball game because my gut tells me we may have big plays left yet in the last minute 13.
Well, maybe there's something about the Badger Conference North teams that they wait for the real drama till the very end. Forest waited for the final 32 seconds before they scored a touchdown and a 2-point conversion for their only points of the day.
See Pat Rice imploring his troops here to make a play. The other side, Ben Farley doing the same with his offense. They've trotted back on the field.
In the first half, Brookfield East outgained Waunakee 275 to 193. In the second half, Waunakee has outgained Brookfield East 148 to 54. Here comes 3rd and 6. Hunt. And Hauser makes another big tackle to keep Hunt at bay. And Waunakee will use its final timeout.
Hauser on the stop.
Well, that Hauser's a football player, isn't he?
Well, the scout says he's a baseball player.
Yeah,
he's going to Arizona State.
He's pretty good.
He confirmed that 2 weeks ago after their quarterfinal playoff game. Hauser caught a plane for his recruiting visit to Arizona State. Now, he'd already committed, so he knew he was going to be a Sun Devil, but why not go to Tempe and check out the campus?
Yeah, right. We never had problems like that.
No, but after the Milton game, they win the game. He jumps out of plane and takes his recruiting visit. And I think Arizona State feels he's a baseball player. But he has performed awfully well here in the state tournament.
11 tackles for Hauser today. Ben Farley's team has led for most of this game. It was 7-7 after Waunakee matched the first touchdown, but Brookfield East took the lead 14-7 at 4:03 left in the first quarter, and they've led ever since.
Here's Joey Hauser. We first saw him as a freshman pitcher. Watch Waunakee rush the punter here, though, with 1:07 left.
Now what are they doing? Well, they want to try and draw him off sides on 4th and 3. Don't you dare move, Waunakee. Okay.
Now Brookfield East burns a timeout, but yeah, they were clearly trying to cause the defense to jump.
Could you imagine if they would have jumped? Oh my gosh.
Ben Farley matching wits with the veteran coach Pat Rice. So he's got a timeout to burn, so he takes it. And now you would think we will see a punt. And now I think you'll see Waunakee try to block this punt. With 66 seconds left.
Wow. So Brookfield East now down to one timeout remaining. Waunakee out of timeouts. Isaac Schaff is back deep to receive the punt for Waunakee. He's standing at his own 40, or the Brookfield East 41-yard line. Prodzinski going to kick this after the run-up, probably from about his 2-yard line.
Deep man for Waunakee standing at his 42. So
here comes the rush. Short kick, and it bounces back toward the Brookfield East goal line. And Waunakee's going to have it inside the 40.
Yeah, Michael Poker's got his hand on it as quick as he could, but not until the ball bounced back to what, the 37 they're going to mark it at?
Yeah, all the way. 36 is what the scoreboard says. Yeah. Wow. They've got 59 seconds left.
No timeouts. And the sophomore quarterback, Quentin Keene, who's performed well in relief. Well, Caden Nelson's been the regular most of the year, but Keene's been up to the task today.
Yep. Yeah, can't afford a sack. Obviously can't afford a turnover. But the offense knows where they're going and the defense doesn't. So we'll see how it plays out. From the 36-yard line of Brookfield East. Here's Keene. Sideline, incomplete. Wunsch had it in his hands but couldn't secure it.
He was distracted by getting out of bounds and just lost his focus and dropped the ball.
Quentin Keene, sophomore quarterback, 22 of 32, 229 yards, 2 touchdowns and an interception today. Got to block that guy. Good luck. 2nd and 10. Man open. It's Hayden Blang to the 11-yard line. Crossing pattern to the tight end works.
In high school, the clock stops to move the change after a first down. Will restart shortly.
It's at the 11, 1st and 10, so they can get a first down without a touchdown. 25-yard gain by Blang. And now they go to the end zone. Jump ball. And Andrew Keller, incomplete. Well, he wants video review. How about that?
You can see that this replay thing is caught on.
Yeah, I guess.
He immediately asked him. Again, unlike the NFL, the coaches don't have a challenge here. Here it is, though.
Caught it.
Does he maintain possession as he goes out of bounds? I think it's the only question.
Yeah.
Call on the field is no catch. Play is going to be reviewed. Does he have it?
Oh, there's a little, just a little jiggle.
Yeah, I think it. I saw the same jiggle you did when he hit the ground.
Well, it's nice to know that everybody knows the international sign for replay now.
Here it is, another angle. Does he maintain possession? I think is the key because he's in bounds.
Feet are in.
Wow.
Boy, oh boy.
That's a tough call. Again, the call in the field is incomplete, as you see right there. Austin Keller disagrees.
I mean, that official has perfect position.
Yeah, he can't be in a better position than he was.
Wow.
32 seconds remain. By the way, that's when DeForest scored to win the Division III championship game.
Tell you what, video replay judge is turning into a pretty tough job.
Well, let's take one more peek, and you can have your own opinion. Well, this is supposed to take less than 2 minutes for the review, so by decree, we're going to know shortly. And if they can't come up with a decision in 2 minutes, the call on the field is supposed to stand.
When you see it in a faster speed, it looks like you caught it. Before that play.
But again, it's supposed to be conclusive evidence.
Yeah. Andrew Keller had 5 catches for 48 yards. He's hoping his 6th catch of the day counts. because that would put Waunakee an extra point away from tying it.
You can see Austin feels strongly that it should be a touchdown.
What was the time left when DeForest scored their touchdown?
32 seconds, that's what I say.
Oh, this Badger North Conference, my goodness.
I do think this review is taking longer than the alleged 2-minute limit we've been told.
Let's get it right, I guess.
And Farley's asking his defense to come over.
The headsets are off. Here's the ruling. Incomplete.
So we'll do it again on 2nd and 10.
Wow. That's as close as you can get.
Not a real popular decision on that side of the field.
Okay, here's Keene. And he completes the pass, and there's a big hit on Blang. Nope, check that. That was Wojtaszek.
The clock keeps running, however.
This is 3rd down now for Waunakee. Trying to get everybody set. Now they are. Here's the snap. Keene to throw. Throwing. End zone. Wojtaszek. Touchdown. Waunakee with 8 seconds left. Video replay not needed there. Wojtaszek gets the touchdown, and Waunakee needs the extra point to tie it.
Or will they go for 2, as we learned earlier? It looks like they're going to kick and play for overtime. 3rd touchdown pass of the day for Keene, who buys time with his legs and then shot puts the ball to Wojtaszek, who makes the catch. And here's the game-tying extra point attempt.
Driscoll. Oh my goodness, he missed it. 31-30.
Driscoll was 61 of 68 on extra points coming into this. And right there, your heart's got to bleed for Driscoll. A sophomore. Well, now the referees are conferring again.
Well, you see the hold? The hold was kind of a little sideways, it looked like, maybe. But yeah, the referees are conferring.
But I don't think there's any discussion about that.
Wow.
Here it is. Let's check the hold.
We can see it. I can't see it there, really. Well, there was some pressure from number 4, Hayden Doyle. Did he get a piece of that?
I don't think so. But look, Driscoll knew right away that it was wrong. It was no good. So Brookfield, with 8 seconds left, knows an onside kick is coming. But now Waunakee would have to recover that onside kick. Well, here it is again.
And Waunakee will be kicking off.
Oh, it slid off the tee. Oh, as he was spinning to get the laces out of the way, the ball slid sideways off the tee. Oh, goodness.
Jacob May was the holder, and that was the fella who saw the laces slip. So May and Driscoll share the feeling of disappointment.
Just when you think you've seen everything, you see something else.
Straight 1-point decision to determine a state champion, apparently. Again, everybody in the place knows it's an onside kick. They got to recover and then hope that Keene can hit a Hail Mary. I mean, that's Waunakee's only hope.
You know, everybody thinks extra points are pretty easy and commonplace, but I'll tell you what, you got a lot of moving parts, and we saw it there. Okay, 8 seconds left. Here's they want the big bounce. Ooh, they got the big bounce, and they got the football. The onside kick works.
Well, I don't know how the clock can only take 1 second off during all that, but
it's a miracle. David Keno got the recovery, and he's slow to get up. Waunakee's going to have one more life. Boy, this is a great bounce.
Nice kick by Driscoll, though, to get that big bounce.
Yep, so the clock wouldn't start until he touched it, so might be a bit generous, but not too far off with 7 seconds left. Well, let's see how far Quentin Keene can throw a football.
Keno, who made the play, now being helped off.
Yeah. Well, that's Waunakee's season right there. Man, oh man. Guy makes a play, gets hurt. Driscoll did a heck of a job there. Doink. And catch. Oh yeah, he got his leg kind of twisted around funny in that pile. Quickly down to coach's corner. Al Minner, you got a point to make?
The deal with the tee is, you know, the younger the kicker, the more likely they are to use a tee. It's just like in golf. If you get a chance to tee it up, you do. And it's just one of those unfortunate things where the ball slid off. But, you know, you will see some high school kickers, especially as they're ready to go into college, that will kick off the ground. But, you know, just super unfortunate way to miss the kick is having the ball slip off the tee.
By the way, Al Minner knows a thing or two about kickers. His sons were pretty good kickers at Edgewood High School through the years.
So Keno helped off, and it comes down to this with 7 seconds left. Waunakee with 1, maybe 2 plays to get the ball in the end zone.
Oh, by the way, Andrew Keller is 6 feet 5 inches tall, number 86. Little razzle dazzle. Oh, and the handoff is loose. And Champ's going to fall on it, and Brookfield East is going to win the state championship.
Champ had been a thorn in Waunakee's side all afternoon, and he's involved with the final play of the day as Brookfield East wins their 2nd state title. Previously in 2016, this one will be one they remember for a long time, a 1-point win over Waunakee in a wild Division II final.
So back in August, if you're at Brookfield East, you say, okay, here's what's going to happen. We're going to finish 3rd in our conference, and then we're going to beat our 2 conference rivals, Brookfield Central and Menominee Falls, in the playoffs, and then we're going to get to state. And John Champ, and then they're going to miss an extra point at the end, and then John Champ is going to be the last guy holding the football as you win the state championship. Another likely scenario. How about that?
That was crazy.
Oh, man, what a day. 31-30. Brookfield East, Division II state champions.
They finished the year 12-2, but they're going to get the gold ball here in a moment. Waunakee came close. They certainly gave the Spartans a thrill, but the rally comes up short on a missed extra point with 8 seconds left.
Well, we said off the top that the Division II bracket, when it came out, everybody went, boy, that's wide open. Brookfield East is the team that survives and advances. They're the state champions. Back down to Piper Shaw on the field.
Thanks, Jay. I'm on the field here with Donovan Hunt. Donovan, what a fantastic game for you. But just up to the wire here, this game has been crazy. What was it like to play in a title matchup like this?
Oh, my God. It was the best time of my life. It was so fun, so close. It came down to the wire. A lot of close calls. But, you know, we always talk about finishing in our program, and we just kept going, we finished. It was fun.
And what did it take throughout the season to get you guys to this point?
I'd say the loss against Falls and the loss against Central. It was a good teaching lesson for us, because I'm like, oh my God, Mom. Oh my God, my bad. But yeah, those 2 games were critical because we lost, especially Central. When we lost, we came back focused, more in tune, and we had to win, and we ended up playing them again and beating them. You know, I think it's a quote from Nelson Mandela: you never lose, you just learn. And we just learned, and we gained from it, and now we're here now.
All right, Donovan, thank you so much. Congratulations, great game for you.
Thank you.
All right, guys, up to you.
Thanks, Piper. And Donovan Hunt, who, by the way, ended his day 31 carries, 227 yards, and 3 touchdowns. The celebration continues with the red-shirted Brookfield East Spartans. They are the winners, 31-30 over Waunakee. The 2019 WIA State Football Tournament is brought to you by Rural Mutual. Premiums paid here, stay here to keep Wisconsin strong. Ben Farley and the Brookfield East Spartans hoisting the gold trophy, Division II State Football Champion 2019. Here's our play of the game brought to you by Rural Mutual. Premiums paid here, stay here to keep Wisconsin strong. This was a big fumble inside the 10 that Brookfield East recovered. They then had to escape a touchdown and a missed extra point as the ball slid off the kicking tee, and they hold on to win 31-30. But boy, it was that kind of year for Brookfield East. Find a way to win, and they did again today.
Donovan Hunt runs for over 200 yards. Brookfield East jumps to the early lead. They led by as much as 28-10, and they held on against the plucky Waunakee team. They got 3 touchdown passes and a run from Quentin Keene, their quarterback, but they couldn't get the extra point. And while DeForest won Division III by 1 point, Waunakee, their Badger North rival, fell here by that same 1 point.
Both Brookfield East and Waunakee finish with 12-2 records, but it's the Spartans winning the championship 31-30. A reminder, coming up, it'll be Bayport and Muskego for the Division I championship. Bob Brainerd and Scott Nelson will be on the call of that one here on Fox Sports Wisconsin. For our fantastic Rush Media crew, along with Bill Brophy, I'm Jay Wilson. Brookfield East, the champions, 31-30 in Division II.